They are 5 modern faces of an historic institution. Numbers 1 to 4 in the British line of succession, plus the future Queen of the United Kingdom. Most importantly, William, Catherine, George, Charlotte and Louis are a family, but one expected to reflect the character of an entire country. Queen Elizabeth II's 70-year reign provided Britain with an unbroken link from the post-Second World War years to the 2020s. Now, in the reign of King Charles III, the focus has shifted to the futures of monarchy, the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, against a global backdrop of changing political attitudes and international relations. Prince William and Princess Catherine will one day take the helm and steer the ship through sometimes choppy waters. William and Catherine's lives have been forged by tragedy, sacrifice and health battles, but also by the love, joy and celebration of family life. In times of disaster and heartbreak, it is kings, queens and their heirs who put their arms round the shoulders of their people in support and solidarity. They have already lived lives of service to the military, to charity and to sport, which only serve as a taster of more to come. Who are the Wales family, and what might the future hold for them, for the country and for the Commonwealth?
If you're a member of a royal dynasty, then you probably know quite a lot about your heritage already. You can trace your family tree back centuries, gaze at famous portraits of your grandparents, and read books about your distant ancestors. As for the rest of us, we need to do a little digging to find our special connections from the past. That's why, for this episode, we're entering a paid partnership with MyHeritage. MyHeritage puts over 20 billion historical records at your fingertips. I'm Kim, part of the team behind the Royal Family channel, and I'm going to get started by adding my immediate family members to my tree. Once you've entered some basic details for your parents and grandparents, you're going to start making discoveries very quickly. I soon found that my great-grandfather's sister was 110 when she died. This census record from around 1901 shows that my great-great-grandmother Eliza lived in Rochester and had 8 children, while my great-great-grandfather Ambrose worked as a Coast Guard boatman and naval insurance agent, passing away just before the end of World War I in 1918. Something else I didn't know was that members of my family emigrated from the coast of County Donegal in Ireland to the USA way back in the 1880s, settling in Mississippi and having children there. It's all been fun and very easy to go back in time. There's a feature called Instant Discoveries, which notifies you when the site has found a confident match, and with the click of a button, you can add a whole new branch to your family tree. And another of my favourite tools is this one, which allows you to colorise and enhance your old black and white family photos. Go and sign up for a 14-day free trial with MyHeritage now using the link in the description below.
Prince William was born on the 21st of June 1982 at St Mary's Hospital in London. Just 6 weeks old, the future king being cradled by his great-grandmother, the Queen Mother, grandmother Elizabeth, and his father, Prince Charles, the heir apparent. Only his mother, Princess Diana, could calm the tiny baby. William's life of public engagements, overseas tours and media interest began whilst he was still in nappies. The baby prince was just 10 months old when he joined his parents on a tour of Australia and New Zealand, going on his first public crawlabout in front of the cameras in Auckland.
But the atmosphere in the Grosvenor General's garden was peaceful and relaxing enough for the most nervous of babies, and Prince William is far from nervous. Indeed, he seems literally to have been born to face the public and the cameras. So his first action
At a photo call ahead of his second birthday, William appeared enthralled by the TV cameras, which would become a constant feature in his life.
Camera, that's right.
He made his first public engagement in Cardiff at the age of 8, alongside Princess Diana, meeting soldiers and their families after the end of the First Gulf War. Shortly before his 9th birthday, William sustained a serious head injury at school when a fellow Ludgrove pupil accidentally hit him with a golf club. The incident left William with a permanent scar. In his teenage years, William attended the prestigious Eton College in Berkshire, on the other side of the River Thames from his grandmother's residence of Windsor Castle. He also became something of a heartthrob, as could be clearly seen on this visit to Canada in 1998.
He said hi and he shook my hand.
He touched my hand.
I gave him flowers and he shook my hand.
It was during that year that teen pop sensation Britney Spears burst onto the music scene. She too had her eye on the young prince and is believed to have sent William her CD and photo. The two even stayed in touch by email for a short time after. William had a close bond with Prince Harry, playing the typical role of elder brother, affectionate, protective, and often teasing.
He's probably only literally just realised that you said that now, and hasn't got me a present, but I wouldn't expect anything else anyway. I'll be lucky to get a card.
It's not obvious that he's growing old, is it?
There are just 2 years between the brothers in age. Both have served in the armed forces, both are qualified helicopter pilots, and they were best man at each other's weddings. Their relationship strengthened as together they experienced the trauma of losing their beloved mother Diana, Princess of Wales, in 1997. They remain committed to continuing Diana's legacy of charity work and public service. In 2007, William and Harry held a concert at the new Wembley Stadium to mark the 10th anniversary of their mother's death.
We've got the English National Ballet. Andrew Lloyd Webber is doing a exclusive sort of greatest hits bit. And then we've got Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell Williams and Joss Stone. There's plenty more, don't worry.
That's a little flavour.
A little flavour.
But it's the idea is we wanted to get artists that our mother really loved. And then artists that both Harry and I enjoy. We were raising money for Centrepoint and Centre Barley. I'm patron of Centrepoint and Harry's patron of Centre Barley. And they're both charities that continue on from my mother's legacy. And also for the Diana Memorial Fund and her 5 main charities that she was patron of, or had a great deal of interest in just before she died.
The grief and shock caused by Diana's death were profound. But a light that did emerge from this darkness was the depth of character and compassion that it revealed in both her sons, as displayed on this visit to Burnley in 2022, when William met Deacon, a boy who had lost his mother just the year before.
How old are you now? 11. I lost my mum when I was 15. A little bit older than you. I took that from a lot. It's difficult. But it gets easier, I promise you.
Although their relationship had frayed by this time, William and Harry appeared in good spirits as they unveiled a statue of their mother in the sunken garden of Kensington Palace in summer 2021. It would have been Diana's 60th birthday.
Well, I think why this differs from other royal sculpture, and particularly statues, is that it is much less formal. If you think of, Sir Thomas Brock's statue of Queen Victoria outside Buckingham Palace, or even much later, George V's statue near Parliament, these are very formal images. They're on plinths, and I think here we have something which again is very formal, which is very accessible, which is not really on a plinth, it's just a series of steps. So again, I think it's much more approachable, and it relates very much to how the princess was in real life.
Family came before feud in September 2022, following the death of William and Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. The two princes and their wives, Princess Catherine and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, went on a joint walkabout in Windsor to view flowers left by the public. Catherine had been made Princess of Wales following Elizabeth's death, the first person to hold that title since Diana. William and Catherine first met at the University of St Andrews on the east coast of Scotland. William had enrolled there in 2001, initially studying art history before changing to geography. Meanwhile, Catherine began studying psychology before then moving to art history.
We met at university at St Andrews, and we were friends for over a year first. And it just sort of blossomed from then on. We just spent more time with each other and had a good giggle, had lots of fun, and realised we shared the same interests, and just had a really good time. She's got a really nice sense of humour, which kind of helps me because I've got a very dirty sense of humour. So it was good fun. We had a really good laugh, and then things happened.
Actually, I think when you said, I actually went bright red when I met you and sort of scuttled off, feeling very shy about meeting you. But and actually, William wasn't there for quite a bit of the time. Initially, he wasn't there for Freshers' Week, and so it did take a bit of time for us to get to know each other. But we did become, very close friends from quite early on.
Catherine wore this see-through lace dress to a charity fashion show, which caught William's eye, and shortly after, the two began dating. They and their respective families were seen in public together on William and Catherine's graduation day in 2005.
Catherine Middleton. William Wales. Matthew Price.
After leaving St Andrews, William underwent military training in all three branches of the armed forces, and Catherine was often in attendance at his passing out and award ceremonies. She also attended the wedding of William's stepsister, Laura Parker Bowles, and Harry Lopez. The relationship between the future king and Kate attracted voracious press attention. Catherine had her phone hacked 155 times between 2005 and 2006. Media pressure was one of the contributing factors to William and Kate's brief breakup in 2007. Public excitement and expectation of a marriage proposal weighed heavily on the prince, who was still only in his mid-20s. But the couple did get back together, and in November 2010, they announced their engagement.
It was about 3 weeks ago on holiday in Kenya. We had a little private time away together with some friends, and I just decided that it was the right time, really. We've been talking about marriage for a while, so it wasn't a massively big surprise, but I took her up somewhere nice in Kenya and proposed.
It's very romantic. There's a true romantic in that.
There is.
Catherine's engagement ring had belonged to Princess Diana.
I've been reliably informed it's a sapphire with some diamonds, but I'm sure everyone recognises it from previous times. So.
The couple's parents and even the Archbishop of Canterbury expressed their delight at the news of the engagement.
I'd just like to say that Carol and I are absolutely delighted by today's announcement and thrilled at the prospect of a wedding sometime next year. As you know, Catherine and Prince William have been going out together for quite a number of years, which is great for us because we've got to know William really well. We all think he's wonderful and we're extremely fond of him.
So maybe we just ask your reaction to the wedding, please, sir?
Obviously it's thrilled. Practicing for long enough.
His Royal Highness Prince William and Miss Middleton will be very much in our thoughts and prayers in the months to come, and we know that you and the rest of the family will be supporting them with prayer and wisdom and love, as we shall all be trying to do.
This, then, was their first official appearance together as fiancés, a Christmas gala performance in aid of the Teenage Cancer Trust, close to the Sandringham estate in Norfolk. And this was their first formal engagement as a couple, dedicating a new lifeboat in Treartha, not far from their then home in Anglesey, North Wales. William and Catherine also returned to where it all began, St Andrews University, to launch the uni's 600th anniversary appeal.
But you guys,
Yeoman of the Guard.
Is it fantastic?
Going up today.
Brilliant.
Celebrating ancestry.
Are you actually sewn it on yourselves?
No,
Really?
not our
It's a good outfit. I like it.
Thank you.
What do you feel about being back in town?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great for me and William to be back here. It's really great.
This is a very special moment for Catherine and me. It feels like coming home. Despite being one of Europe's leading research institutions, the third oldest university in the English-speaking world, and of course, far and away the best university in the world, St Andrews still has that uncanny knack. St Andrews still has that uncanny knack of feeling like home.
The wedding date was set for Friday, the 29th of April 2011, and as the day approached, people, businesses and the Royal Mint kept themselves busy with William and Kate-themed paraphernalia. Official invites were sent out to some 2,000 people, members of royal families from around the world, representatives of the British Overseas Territories and the Commonwealth realms, plus other notable guests, including David and Victoria Beckham, Rowan Atkinson and Sir Elton John. The Middleton family were also granted their own new coat of arms ahead of the big day. 3 acorns symbolising Catherine and her 2 siblings, the gold chevron for Catherine's mother Carol, and the 2 principal colours from the Union Jack, blue and red, were also chosen for the design. Broadcasters from across the globe began to set up outside Buckingham Palace. The wedding would be beamed live to tens of millions of people in over 180 countries. In the UK, over 5,000 street parties were held on the day of the wedding, which was declared a public holiday. Prince Harry served as best man, whilst Catherine's younger sister Pippa served as maid of honour. William wore the full-dress uniform of the Irish Guards, of which he was colonel at the time, whilst Catherine wore a white Alexander McQueen dress designed by Sarah Burton. Prince William and Kate Middleton were now the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. The couple had said before their marriage that they wanted to start a family, and the public waited excitedly for any news of a pregnancy announcement. William had already shown his gentle nature and rapport with children.
Oh, he's missing her.
He's missing her, isn't he? Poor girl. Set up again.
It's going to be all around the world that you're feeling broody.
Yes, I feel it. She's very, very sweet.
Little pimper.
That's brilliant. You're starting a little trend there. You're very careful. Yes, but do you need a couple? Can I get a couple? Oh, no, a couple. Nice. You're very funny. Thank you. I'm on.
St James's Palace was forced to announce Catherine's first pregnancy earlier than would have been usual, as the Duchess of Cambridge was admitted to King Edward VII's Hospital in London for several days with severe morning sickness. On the 22nd of July 2013, William and Catherine's first child was born, Prince George, the future King of the United Kingdom. Just 3 months earlier, royal assent had been given to the UK's Succession to the Crown Act, making succession non-dependent on gender. It meant that, had the Duke and Duchess's firstborn been a girl, she would have succeeded William to the throne as Queen. Although William revealed to US President Barack Obama in 2014 that this was very much a secondary issue.
The excitement of the event and everything else is chaos. Something like that actually is a boy. So no, it's good.
George was born in the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital in London, just like his father William, his uncle Harry, and his 2 younger siblings.
Obviously relieved and delighted. It's marvellous. It's rather a grown-up thing, I find. It's rather a shock to my sister.
What's the baby like?
He's in marvellous form.
Does the baby have any hair?
He looks marvellous. Yes. Fair.
Fair hair.
Sort of blondish.
At the moment, there are a lot of police around her.
Do you want kids' baby to be a boy or girl?
I don't think I mind. Very much like it to ride. Yes, I'm going on holidays.
Excellent.
He's got a good pair of lungs on him, that's for sure. He's a big boy, he's quite heavy, but we're still working on a name, so we'll have that as soon as we can. But it's the first time we've seen him really, so having a proper chance to catch up.
Bells would ring again less than 2 years later for William and Catherine's second child, Princess Charlotte.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! On this day, the 2nd of May, in the year 2015, we welcome with humble duty the second born of their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
cue another figurine for Legoland's Buckingham Palace.
In the spring, you said that having a second child would be a game changer. How has that game changed since you brought Charlotte home?
It's been obviously fantastic, and she's been a little joy of heaven. But at the same time, it is a more responsibility looking after two little ones, especially when George is around. He's a little monkey. But no, it's fantastic having a lovely little family, and I'm so thrilled. And Catherine has been doing an amazing job as a mother, and I'm very proud of her.
When Prince Harry was born in September 1984, a 2-year-old William joined Prince Charles to meet his new brother. His mere presence and little waves to the cameras delighting those gathered outside the Lindo wing. It was no different when George and Charlotte joined their father to welcome William and Catherine's third child, Prince Louis, on the 23rd of April 2018. Two days after Louis's birth, Prince William was at Westminster Abbey for a service to mark Anzac Day, Australia and New Zealand's National Day of Remembrance. Louis didn't yet have a name, prompting the High Commissioners of Australia and New Zealand to put forward their own suggestions.
Jerry would like it to be Jerry.
And there we have it, a 5-strong Wales family of William, Catherine, George, Charlotte and Louis. Might there be another added to their number?
Oh, look at them, look at them.
3's certainly a crowd, as far as William's concerned. Coming up in part 2 of the Wales family, the royal children's best moments, William, Catherine and the military, charitable causes and sporting prowess, and what might the future hold for the royals.
And remember, go and sign up for a 14-day free trial with MyHeritage Now using the link in the description below.